What is up? How we doing? How we doing? Looking pretty good. If you guys are here, definitely say hi in the comment section. It is currently snowing outside, so I am pretty stoked. Hopefully you guys got the notification for this live stream. I did send it out kind of late, a little bit earlier than the last time though. So hopefully you guys can tune in. Man, I am stoked though. It just started snowing in the valley and it doesn't show signs of stopping. We'll wait for a few others to join in. But yeah, hope you guys have had a good Christmas season, and I wish you all a happy new year. Looks like we got a few people, 5 people. Drop a comment if you guys are tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Yeah, I went riding today. I was on the fence about riding. I don't like riding this time of the year because the crowds are usually pretty bad. But went up in the afternoon. I went up to Snowboard, and man, it was phenomenal. There wasn't supposed to be that much snow during the day today. It was supposed to come tonight, but I got a couple laps in, and yeah, it was so good. Oh man, that's so good, guys. Cool. We got a couple more people joining in. Welcome, welcome. Cameron, yo, what's up? How's it going, Cameron? Steven, Preston, watching from Murray. Awesome. Just got home from the mountain. Very windy, but good. Chuck Van, Merry Christmas for another day. Merry Christmas for the other day. Watching from Australia. Nice. Down under. Instructor Zom, going downtown in a few hours. Nah, I'm good. Thanks though, bro. I'm gonna chill here at home with the missus. Chuck Van says, nice Christmas tree. Yeah, I thought I'd switch it up and show you guys the living room. Last time we were filming in the office, but we got the tree up and the living room looks all right. We got a brand new couch, a new sectional. So I thought I'd chill out here and chat with you guys. Evan, watching from Taylorsville. Hunting for bindings, LOL. Cameron, Pacific Northwest. Nice, right on. Steven, you said you just got home from the mountain. Very windy, but good. I agree. I just got back from Snowbird like an hour ago. Steven, where were you riding at? Yeah, it's very windy out there, guys, but it's dumping. Like half an hour after I got home, it started snowing here in the valley. Anybody in Salt Lake probably got the same alert that I got. We got the alert that said squall coming in, which is kind of a weird alert. I've never seen that before, but there's like an emergency alert saying, hey, there's this crazy squall coming in and there's going to be basically no visibility for like the next hour. So that's pretty gnarly. Robo ST, you only live once. True. Very true. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys have had a good Christmas, and I hope you guys are going to have an awesome New Year. Steven said the Alta ski area. Oh, wah, wah. Alta. That's okay. Sorry, but had to. It was really good. Hey, man, if I could ride there, I would ride there too. So if you can ski there, more power to you. I don't blame you. Brandon tuning in from the Pacific Northwest. Right on. Michael Hatcher, hey bro, do you use split board or hike with snowshoes? Kind of do both. Good question. I haven't done a whole lot of split boarding since the preseason. Once the lift starts spinning, it's so hard to get me into the backcountry, honestly, because you can get so many more laps on the chairlift. But I've been tempted to. It's just the backcountry is kind of sketchy right now. But I do have a split board. I got a Jones Mountain Twin split, which I love, with Expedition FC Union bindings. Really good setup. But I also have Verts, and I highly recommend Verts if you're considering getting snowshoes. They're better than snowshoes, in my opinion. Snowshoes are a bit cumbersome and bulky and a little bit awkward, where Verts weigh like next to nothing. And they're way more efficient in steeper terrain, or if you just want to boot up somewhere quick and have your regular solid board. And they're pretty affordable too. They're like around $100, and you can throw them in your backpack. Don't even notice them on the ride down. But yeah, they're dope. Check out Verts. They're made here in Salt Lake too. So that's pretty cool. L Stacker, yo, what's up? L, the legend. Chuck Van, those flying chairs are so convenient. Yes, they are. Armadillo Pardillo, Merry Christmas from Orlando, Florida. Right on. I'm behind on your vids for this year, looking to catch up. It's okay, man. They're not going anywhere. You got time. But thanks for tuning in from Florida. I love it. I haven't been to Orlando in forever. I need to get back to Orlando. Maybe if COVID ever calms down, I'll get down there, go to Disney World and all that fun stuff. Celica's never actually been to Disneyland. So, I mean, she's been to Disneyland, but not Disney World. So we'd love to do a trip down there sometime. Robo ST, do you plan on promoting some of the smaller resorts? I think I'd be very beneficial. It'd be very beneficial since everyone is focused on big guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to try to like blow up smaller resorts and stuff. I mean, I don't know how much my videos influence traffic there, but definitely going to try to ride some of the smaller places like Beaver this year. Haven't been there yet, and we want to get down south to Bryan Head or oh geez, what's the other one? Eagle Point. Yeah. And it looks like Beaver's getting hit pretty hard with this storm right now. So it's kind of tempting to try to go up there this week. I don't know if we can this week, but last I looked, their forecast looked pretty good, maybe even better than here around Salt Lake. So yeah, trying to go to some of the smaller resorts. Going to go back to Sundance. I say back to Sundance because we went there last year, tried to film there, and we had an SD card error and lost all of our footage, like almost completely everything at the end of the day. So we got to go back there and get some redemption. But that's a quote unquote smaller resort, but a really fun resort too. Cameron said, what gear did you add to your collection this year? Added a couple of things. The biggest one you guys haven't actually seen yet. And I kind of teased it a little bit. Lunar and I are doing something very special. And that item is probably the most significant new piece of gear that I've gotten this year. Also got another set of Union Stratas to go with a certain special thing. So that's pretty cool. That's probably my biggest gear upgrade that I can think of. Some new VO gloves are on the way too, hopefully any day now. If you guys have checked the VO website, there are a couple of gloves that just trickled in, but it's really just a handful. It's like 2 models. I think Eric has like 2 new pairs of gloves, but there's supposed to be a ton of other stuff that's going to arrive hopefully any day now. As far as the rest of my gear, still rocking the same outerwear as last year. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, L Stacker, cannonball the like button. Right on. Chuck Van, dude, L Stacker Adventures is everywhere. What a legend he is for sure. Love seeing him on Casey's videos, by the way. That was sick. And Snowboard Pro Cam's videos. That was pretty dope. Thanks for the answer. I'll check them out, says Michael Hatcher. L Stacker, hey Chuck, I run the comment sections. Yeah, you do. Chuck Van, the vibes in your videos is all time, helping to keep me stoked in the summer down here. Keep up the great work. Awesome, man. That's great. Dude, I kind of miss seeing, oh geez, what's his name's videos in the summertime down there. Guys, help me out. Why can't I think of his name? He does a lot of fingerboard stuff now. But I feel like there's no real David Jones. Sorry. Yeah, I miss David Jones. Is he still making videos, guys? Leave a comment if he is. but I always loved watching his snowboard stuff when the seasons are flipped in Australia and New Zealand. But yeah, David Jones, Cameron, thanks. Brandon says, did you ride with Austin today? I did not. No, he couldn't get out today. I hit up a buddy, Travis, and I rode with him and got a couple laps at the Bird. That was pretty fun. Conditions were really good, guys. Paul, nice looking tree. Thank you. It's a live tree, by the way. Well, I don't know if it's live after you cut it down, but it's not a fake tree. James says, what up, boss? Not sure if you already answered this. Do you have a favorite resort in Utah? I have not answered this, and I don't know if I really have an answer. It's kind of cliche to say, but honestly, like whatever the next resort that I'm riding is kind of my favorite. Yeah, man, there's like so many different things at each resort. Like, okay, I love the Bird. I love Snowbird. And I had sort of a little bit of a rant earlier about how the Bird's not been supporting me, which is fine. I'm over that. But the steeps at the Bird, like when it gets really deep, and we're talking like over a foot deep, like 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep or more, when it's that steep at the Bird, you can just ride everything. Whereas if you're at places like Solitude or Brighton or Pall Mall, etc., it's not quite as steep, so you tend to kind of get stuck. So when it's really deep, Bird's the place. But I love the trees at Brighton. Brighton's also got terrain parks. The Bird does not have a terrain park, even though there's one on the map. They don't have a terrain park, believe me. But you can get really playful at Brighton. The backcountry access is awesome there. Yeah, Solitude. I went there last week as more and more stuff's starting to open, and Solitude has some really awesome terrain too. And it's, I think, a little bit more of a sleeper mountain, even though tons of icon people go there. And I love Pall Mall, man. I mean, Pall Mall's been hooking up the channel, and even if they weren't, I would go there as much as possible because there's hardly ever any lines there, and you can go there during a storm or days after a storm and get untouched snow, which is really awesome. Like I was there Christmas Eve day. I got there at 11 o'clock and there was like nobody there. Whereas I knew the canyons were all jacked up. Park City's also awesome. I've only ridden there once, but we're going to change that this season. We're going to get back there at least once. It's massive. There's just so much to see and do. The only thing at Park City is they don't get the same snowfall as the Cottonwoods do. So it takes a while for everything to be open. And then the season ends kind of early at Park City as well. But to be fair, I haven't ridden it enough to really give it a true verdict because, like I said, it's just so big, especially the canyon side and everything. Yeah, so let's move on. RoboST, off-topic question. How hard was it to find new place and what platform is the best for searching? I found some new development in Sugar House, but 1-bedrooms are going for $1,800 and over. I believe it, man. Unfortunately, housing is just skyrocketing. I mean, the real estate's going up and up and up, and rentals are as well, unfortunately. We found something, I think, I want to say on Rentler. Rentler was a good website that we found our place at. But it was tough. We were searching for a while. I'd say we were looking for like 6 or 7 months before we moved here. And yeah, as soon as we found this place, we jumped on it and we just tried to be as nice as possible and just butter that biscuit with the landlord and sweet talk them into signing a lease with us. So yeah, keep looking, but it's tough, man. It's definitely getting harder and harder. A lot of people moving here from California, apparently. People who have like crappy homes in California and LA area, those crappy homes are worth like $1 million. So they're moving out here and they're like, oh, I'll just spend my $1 million on, this 4 or 5 bedroom home. So that's driving the prices up, unfortunately. But anyway, CCB vids, love the videos, man. One of the higher quality snowboard channels for sure. You deserve more subs. Thank you, bro. I got nothing but love for all the snowboard channels out there, but I mean, that means a lot. I appreciate it. I definitely strive for quality over quantity. You guys might notice I only upload once a week, sometimes twice a week, but I put honestly far too much time into each video. I wish I could crank them out faster, but I always just enjoy doing like the best I can, editing and everything, versus cranking out tons and tons of videos. Zar187 says Brighton. Yeah, Brighton is dope. And yeah, I want to ride there even more this year than last year. But there's so many resorts we want to ride this year. So, oh, sorry about that. So it's going to get even harder to spend more time at all of them, basically. But yeah, Cameron says David Jones. Thanks again. Chuck fan, David Jones. He's from New Zealand. And yes, he's still making videos. Sweet. Yeah. I guess I haven't seen a lot of snowboard videos from him, but it's the off season now. So yeah, maybe he was making them over the summer, which makes sense. L Stacker, where is everyone watching from? You. I'm watching from my living room. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, no, chime in and shout out where you're watching from. Let's get caught up a little bit here. Steven, I have a few days at the Bird and I'm trying to decide when to go. How is the coverage? I was just there today, and Steven, the coverage is actually really good. They say the best time to ride the Bird is when there's at least like an 80 to 90 inch base. I don't think we're quite there yet, but it's close. And I think after this week, it'll be there. I rode Peruvian today for the first time, and it was quite good, actually. Newfoundland, Canada. Awesome, Michael Hatcher. L Stacker, Boise, Idaho. James Griffin, LOL. Chuck Band, Newcastle, Australia. So cool. James Griffin, Alta is also pretty lit. Is it? Actually, I would agree. It is. It's like a little bit more of a snowbird, except for it has way more flat sections and traverses. Solitude is a sleeper sometimes. I prefer it to Brighton, LOL, to be honest. That's fair. I don't know if I agree, but on some days, yeah, for sure. Jared Mecca, Dan, can't wait to see more of the Wasatch this season. James, Deer Valley had a different vibe than the Cottonwoods, but I do enjoy it, not going to lie. Yeah, it also has a different vibe for snowboarders. Cameron says, have you connected with Lucas Cantania? I have not, no. I think you mentioned this before, or somebody else mentioned this channel, and I've been meaning to check him out, and I keep forgetting. I think he's a skier, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'll try to hit him up if he's a local. Jacob said it's been a sick week at the Bird. Crazy whiteouts the past couple of days when you get high on the mountain. Yep. Rife Life, yo. What's up, Rife Life? Chuck Van. Butter that biscuit. Yep. L Stacker. Here's some potatoes from Idaho. Thanks, buddy. We had some steak earlier. That would have been good with the steak. Merry Christmas, Rife Life. Right on. Tyler says, hey, what up, Tyler? Albuquerque, New Mexico, Tyler. Sweet. What's the closest resort to Albuquerque, by the way? Travis McLaughlin. Finally got snow in Arizona. Sweet. Coming to Salt Lake in February. Did snowboard last year. Where should we go this year? If you're coming to Salt Lake, if you're going to ride like one place, man, that's tough. Maybe Brighton. That was the first place I ever rode in Salt Lake, and it's pretty dope. But again, if it's really deep and you don't mind riding steep terrain, I go to the Bird. CCB Vids, San Juan's. Nice. NJ sucks, what, New Jersey? Justin Cartwright says. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I spent some time in Jersey. It's all right. I like Southern Jersey anyway. Wisconsin, Jared Rebecca. Sweet. Cameron, how many trails did Brighton add to night skiing off Snake Creek? I'm not sure. I think it's just like lift line with the lights, but I imagine you can kind of ride wherever you want off Snake Creek. It's just going to get kind of sketchy, the further away you get from the light. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Chuck Van, David Jones didn't get to make any snowboard content this year because of COVID. He was locked down and couldn't go to the mountains. That makes sense. Yeah, that sucks. New Zealand is like way more strict. Actually, a lot of places in Europe are more strict than we've been here in the US. So I understand that, but certainly not complaining that everything's open over here. Atticus Atlas. I'm watching from Arendelle. Nice. Samoan Soldier. How's it? How is it, bro? Love the vids and looking forward to coming back up north from St. George to hit up Pall Mall. I should be picking up my boards from Austin with Lunar and breaking it in. Yeah, dude, so stoked. Austin's told me about like you guys' journey and what you're working on. It's pretty sick. Austin's building a custom board for a very tall, larger guy with big feet. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you can do with it, man. It's really, really dope what Austin's building. Yeah, if you guys want a custom board, like, I mean, custom, like every single detail built to exactly what you want, hit up Austin at Lunar. Devin, we'll have to keep sending that snow back and forth. It's working here. Yeah. James was also at the bird today. Didn't see you. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't get there till late. I was riding between like 3 and 4:30, just the end of the day. Would you ever go back to live in the East Coast? I think is what Robo ST is saying. I won't say never, but it's definitely not on my list of things that I'd like to do. I don't know. Celica talked about maybe someday like owning a house in DC or something if we've got enough money. But yeah, no plans really. But like I said, never say never. Samoan, hopefully I catch you this next time around. Definitely, man. Yeah, we got to link up and get some turns next time you're here. Rife Life, you guys make some of the best content on YouTube, man. Look forward to every upload you make. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash the like, everyone. Yeah, hit that like button down there. It's like right there, I think. Yeah. Hit that like button and subscribe if you guys aren't already, but you guys probably already are. Steven says Snake Creek has just the 2 common groomers. Speaking of which, Dan, you should do a night skiing vid. Yeah, I was actually just talking to Alex about that. Don't know exactly how good the Hero 10 is going to do at night, but I've seen some other videos done at night, and I think if we have headlamps, that'll be a pretty sick video. So yeah, definitely need to do that. I agree. Sam Taylor, what's up? If I'm going to Ogden, Utah, what resort do you recommend visiting? I'd say Snow Basin. Yeah, if you're going to be in Ogden, definitely hit Snow Basin. Snow Basin's awesome. It's kind of like another Snowbird, guys. Low key, and I think less crowded. You ever ride in the Pacific Northwest? No, I have not, Brandon. I'd like to, but I have not yet. Yeah, basically, I've only hit like 2 resorts in Colorado a long time ago, and then stuff, yeah, around here in Utah and stuff on the East Coast. So I need to travel some more for sure. Justin said, yep, I'm from South Jersey. It's flat and there's no snow ever. No, that's true. But I will say my favorite beaches in the world, well, maybe not the world. Caribbean's pretty awesome. My favorite beaches in the U.S. are South Jersey, like Cape May style, Stone Harbor, Avalanche, yada, yada. But that's kind of a secret. So you guys got some pretty awesome beaches in the summer. Tyler, Marshall, Ski Santa Fe is the best option. That is close. Okay. To Albuquerque, saying Taos is around 2.5 hours away. Snow hasn't been great down here so far. Storms have been hitting farther north. Dang, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that, man. Tyler says, watching from Guam? Sick. Tyler Anderson. I got a buddy from back east who is from Guam and moved to Guam like a couple years ago. So hit up my buddy Rico. Anyway, I don't know how to say your name. WGFTY. Yeah. VOR.NGO. Are you trying to spam? I have no idea what that means. Tyler Marshall, love your content. Some of the best on YouTube. Thanks, brother. Jared Mecca, missing SLC with all that snow lately. Yeah, I don't blame you. Devin, Utah going crazy with the snow right now. Yeah, it's snowing outside right now, guys. I wonder if you could see this actually. Let's see if I can turn the camera and get you guys a peek. Probably not, but Yeah, I don't know if you can see out there, but it's snowing right now. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, and it's supposed to keep snowing like all week until New Year's, I think. Well, there's like a little bit of a break, I think, Wednesday, but then it starts again. Anyway, Chuck Van, what do you do when you're not making snowboard videos? In the summertime, try to skate or just work whatever job I can to stack up money so that I don't have to work anything besides YouTube over the winter. But during the winter, man, there's not a whole lot I do other than editing in my downtime. But I usually just kind of hang out with Celica, the wife, watch some Netflix or movies or whatever. Occasionally play some video games. I'm like way behind in the video game world though. Got a PS4. Would love to upgrade to a PS5 or a new Xbox. But yeah, I did get a new video game for Christmas. Actually, I got Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut. I know I'm kind of behind there too. That was something that came out, I think, last summer. But anyway, yeah, so video games occasionally. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. I dream of snowboarding a lot when I'm not actually doing it. That's what I do. What else? Where are we at? Travis McLaughlin, yes. T. Marshall, great content. Thanks, guys. Jacob Thorpe, got a plow tonight and straight to Snowbird in the morning. Caffeine it up. Nice. Got a plow, meaning that you like are plowing like parking lots or something? Elaborate if you can. But that sounds cool. Yeah. The bird will be awesome in the morning. Sam Taylor, do you like Powder Mountain or Basin better? I don't know. I don't know if there's a real answer there to which is better, what I would like better. Snow Basin has, I think, more steep terrain, more chutes, and like maybe more cliffs and stuff. And I'd say just like if you go to the very top of the resort, like top to bottom, all the way down to the parking lot, it's generally steeper with less flat sections. Whereas Pall Mall has steep sections and they have steep cliffs in some areas, but overall the whole thing is a little bit more flat. But like I said, there's less crowds there, so not that Snow Basin is that busy. At least when we went there, it wasn't too busy. But yeah, man, that's why I say I can't pick like a favorite resort here in Utah. They're all so good. But yeah, I hope that helps a little bit at least. Jared says, watching from Boston. No snow out here yet this winter. Hang in there, man. That's surprising you guys haven't had any yet. Brandon Beebe, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Well, when Austin comes back to the Pacific Northwest to ride, you can hitch a ride, yeah. Or when we go to Mount Hood in the summer. Dude, I want to go to Mount Hood so bad in the summer. That's like the place to be to get your summer fix. Robo ST, speaking of the beaches, visit Croatia, my homeland, and thank me later. I will thank you later. Yeah, I would love to go to Croatia. Justin Cartwright, I'm so stoked right now. Just got my first GoPro, about to hit up Blue in PA in a week or two. Nice. Blue Mountain, PA. I got a story for you guys. So Blue Mountain, PA, I've been there, and the only time I've been there, I went there, drove like 3.5, maybe 4 hours to get there from Baltimore. I went there because they were the only place I could find that had an airbag, because I wanted to try to do some backflips and learn backflips on it. And yeah, I stomped some backflips on an airbag there. Geez, maybe 10 years ago. Yeah, and then it would be like 6 years later when I would actually stomp on snow, ironically. But yeah, Celica and I like were dating, and she stayed back in Maryland, and I drove up there, and I told her to get on the webcams because they had a webcam pointed at their airbag, and she was watching me on the webcam. But yeah, shout out Blue Mountain, PA. That's cool. Chuck Van can only see reflection in the window. I figure. Sorry about that. But trust me, it's snowing out there. Yeah, I think we need to boot this this one guy. All right. Jared Mecca, snowboarding is life. I feel you, brother. Can't wait to be out tomorrow with the incoming storm. Derek says, what's good, bro? What's up? Cameron, will you dip up to Idaho or Targhee this season? Maybe. I'd like to. It's really just an issue of time and money. But yeah, I'd like to. I feel like Targhee or Jackson are maybe first on the list if we did something out of state. Yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, Steven says, have you considered hitting Jackson? Definitely have. Search of Snowboarding. What up, dude? How's it going? Thanks for joining, man. Travis Jackson is on the bucket list for me. Yeah, it's on my bucket list for sure. How can you not say you want to hit Jackson at least once? I want to hit Jackson when it's a storm day or like right after a storm, obviously. Otherwise, I feel like it's not going to be worth it for me. I've hit Blue Mountain bag back in the day too. Search of Snowboarding. Nice. Yeah, that was a while ago. I don't know if they brought that bag back or still have it. And I feel like it was another company that like was touring with Airbag or something and they didn't even own it. But anyway, Jackson's on a lot of bucket lists. Yes, it is, Jared. Robo, what do you think of Insta360? They are all in with sponsoring so many content creators, but somehow I think GoPro is better. It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, because Insta360 reached out to me actually, and they said, oh yeah, we'll send you a camera if you want to try it out, blah, blah, blah. And I thought about it, but two things for me. Everything I've seen from Insta360, the quality just doesn't look as good as GoPro 9 or 10 or even the 8, in my opinion. To me, the GoPro still looks more cinematic, more crisp, more clean. There's Insta360 to me still just looks a little bit like cell phone footage. And I don't mean like, you know, an iPhone 13 Pro. I mean like cell phones from a couple years ago or something. They're maybe better than that. But in my opinion, I can still see a difference. And I think that the 10, maybe even the Max is better. I don't know. The Insta360 is probably closer to the Max. But as far as quality goes, the Hero 10 blows the 360 out of the water, in my opinion. And then the second thing is, since I signed a deal with them this season, basically I agreed that I would use only GoPros as my action camera while I'm getting the discount that I'm getting from them. So I can't really use 360 if I want to honor that contract. But I thought about it. Hope that answers that question. Travis said, I've heard a lot from people compare it to the Bird. Is a lot of people compare it to the Bird. Is that accurate? If you're asking about Snow Basin, I would say yes. It's probably the closest thing I've seen to the terrain at the Bird as far as other Utah resorts go, which was really surprising, honestly, when we went there. I didn't know what to expect, really, but I didn't expect that. Yeah, the terrain's kind of gnarly in some places. Actually, very gnarly in some places and accessible. But yeah, Noah, how do you like the storm? I love it, man. It's performing right now. And based on the turns I got earlier today, yeah, the storm's doing quite well. Over the weekend, we didn't get quite as much snow as we thought we were going to, but it looks like it's kicked into high gear now. And only supposed to be more on the way the rest of the week. Talon, what's good, bro? So sick to see you in here. Thanks, man, for saying hi. Noah Young, by the way, what's up? What up? Michael Quam, any recommendations for beacons as far as brands go? Beacons, yeah, there's a lot of different ones out there. I've got a BCA Tracker 3, and I really like it. The important thing is, you know, if you can, try to test one out a little bit before you commit to it. If you can borrow somebody else's, or maybe like test one in a store. I don't know. But the Tracker 3 is really easy to use. It's pretty low stress as far as I'm concerned. I think they have a Tracker 4 out now, which is like an upgrade from it, but it's only got a couple little extra features. It's pretty much the same technology. Most important thing is make sure you have one that has 3 different antennas. I think every beacon nowadays, like for the last couple of years, has like that third antenna. It's way more accurate than the old ones. But yeah, I recommend the Tracker 3. And then there's like a slimmer version of the Tracker that's, I think, pretty good too. I haven't used it, but I've heard good things about it. But that'd be my recommendation. I like it a lot. Robo ST says Jackson is nice, but the vibe is super snobby, so it's a big no for me. I have heard that it's a bit snobby, so that's kind of a bummer. But I wonder, is it any snobbier than people can be at the Bird? Because people can be kind of at the Bird sometimes. Not everybody across the board, but I wonder. And I've heard people compare Jackson to the Bird as far as steepness goes too. Addison Kitchen coming to Snowbird Solitude Brighton for the first time on January 3rd. How will the snow be? Any tips? Nice. Congrats. First of all, I think the snow will be pretty darn good because, as I mentioned, it's supposed to get another big storm Thursday and Friday after what's going on right now. So I think the snow will be pretty good come the 3rd. Yeah, I think I answered all that. Matthew says you have issues with your GoPro freezing. Actually, ever since we got the new Enduro batteries, I have not. Knock on wood. The new Enduro batteries have been awesome with the Hero 10. And I imagine they're probably fine with the 9 too, although we haven't been using the 9 as much. But no, I haven't had any issues with it freezing up, either like shutting off or glitching with the memory card or anything. So knock on wood. Leo says come to the Bird tomorrow. I might actually. We'll see. We got a piece of our couch is being replaced tomorrow. We got this new couch last week, and actually this piece right here has like a little blemish on it. Anyway, furniture people are supposed to come tomorrow morning between like 8:30 and 10:30 to replace it. So I got to be here for that, but I'm going to try to get out after that if I can. So Jacob says, correction, I have to snow plow parking lots. Okay, cool. Steven says, Dan, you should collab with Jonathan Buckhouse. I would. Yeah, if he comes to Utah, that would be pretty dope, honestly. Or I guess if I went to Colorado, yeah, I would if the opportunity came up. Adam SK55, are you on snow tires? Absolutely. Yeah, if you're driving in the canyons especially, or any snow-covered roads in the winter, snow tires are a must. I got Bridgestone Blizzaks. Cannot say enough good things about the Blizzaks. Bridgestone Blizzaks for the win, guys. They're a little bit pricey, but occasionally you can find them on like Craigslist or KSL, and that's what I did. I found a pair that had like 1 seasoned use on them, and they were pretty cheap. But yeah, they're pretty dope. Better than snow chains, in my opinion, because snow chains are a pain in the butt, especially during the snowstorm to put them on. CCP, it's way better than Buckhouse, LOL. No comment. Jared, will you be making more backcountry content? Yeah, I will. The question is when. Was tempted to go out in the backcountry this week just with like more crowds at the resorts and everything, but the backcountry's a little sketchy right now. That long drought that we had between the October snowstorms and the end of November made a pretty nasty, persistent weak layer. So I think last time I looked, south-facing slopes were somewhat safe, but that was right before this wave of storms we hit. So probably won't be hitting the backcountry anytime real soon, but maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks from now. And definitely postseason as the spring starts to come around. That's definitely the time that we'll be doing it. Travis McLaughlin collab with Casey and Snowboard Pro Camp. Yeah, I would love to. We did collab with Casey last season at Palmouth. If any of you guys saw that video, we went catboarding, which was pretty dope. Casey made a video the same day that we did. So yeah, would love to hook up with Casey again, and would love to hook up with Snowboard Pro Camp. That would be really dope. I think he is traveling around the country. So if he is anywhere near Utah, if any of you guys know, hit him up and tell him to hit me up. I will try to do the same. Stephen Preston, Addison, Snow should be good. Ride Great Western and Honeycomb. Yeah, definitely. Great Western is open now. I've heard at Brighton, haven't had a chance to ride it. And Honeycomb's really dope at Solitude. Jared, any tips for Abby training? Looking to go further in my Aussie training. Sweet. Yeah, I would say definitely get your Avi 1. I did mine through Airy at Snowboard, and it was really good, really informative. I learned a lot. You had like 1 day in a classroom, and it was virtual because of COVID, and then like 2 days on snow, which was awesome. I highly recommend getting your level 1. Definitely do like the know before you go stuff that you can do online. If you just search know before you go Avalanche training online, you should be able to see some basic stuff. And then just practice. There's places like Snowboard that have big open fields with like basically old beacons buried in the snow, and you can practice probing with your shovel and searching with your beacon and stuff to find them and everything. So the more you can practice that stuff, the better, especially if it's with people that you know and are going touring with. And if you already have your level 1, go for your level 2. Chuck Van, Travis McLaughlin, that would be great to watch. Absolutely love crossovers and team ups. Yeah, they are dope, aren't they? Steve and Craig, what's up, Steve? Have you seen a difference in the lines at the Bird since they have started that fast pass at the lifts? Good question. I haven't been at the Bird at a really busy like weekend day yet, so it's hard to say. I will say the weekdays that I've been there have been less crowded than I've expected. I don't know if it's because people are shunning the fast pass or shunning the paid parking or what, but it's kind of been a pleasant surprise so far. Knock on wood, during the week, it's been a little bit less crowded than I've expected. Today was a good example. I mean, I got up there late. I got up there at like 3, but I got right on the lift, right on Zoom without any issues. There was like nobody there. So it's kind of surprising, especially for the holiday week. Tom Berger, good spots at the Bird a day or 2 after a storm. Lunar demos there. Ooh, good question. I don't know if Austin's been able to get any lunar demos at the Bird yet, but I know he's reached out to Brighton and is trying to get a demo day at Brighton. And I think Brighton does like a demo day with a bunch of different companies. They do a few of those. So I think lunar will probably be there, hopefully. I don't know about the Bird, though. I feel like the Bird's going to be a little bit harder and more demanding, like they're going to ask for more money or something, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Akil, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. What do you think is the top powder board on the market right now? Honestly, the last video I posted, I rode the Lunar Landing Craft, and in my opinion, that is the best board on the market right now. The tail is amazing. It's like a swallowtail, but the contact points go out all the way to the tips, and they're stiffer than a traditional swallowtail. And a swallowtail is kind of like a fork like this, and those 2 end pieces get kind of wobbly usually and not as stiff as like a whole tail of a snowboard would. Say like this is your whole tail. So the landing craft is more like this, where it's got a thicker piece right here. It feels more like a real tail that gives you pop. But these pieces out here are really stiff and have contact points like all the way out where you need them to be. So anyway, I got to shout out Austin's Lunar. It absolutely slayed in the PAL. It was so good. Daniel Shin, what Oh, sorry, I lost it. What's your favorite daily driver and your favorite paddleboard? Just answered the paddleboard question. I used to say the Solomon Super 8 was my favorite daily driver, but that's about to change. And I kind of hinted at that earlier, but you guys are just going to have to wait and see. I got something that's way better and a phenomenal daily driver. I got on it today. Was blown away by it. I can't wait to show you guys. Yeah, I'm beyond stoked with that. Dan's music is better than Buckhouse. Again, no comment. Buckhouse switched to the 360 X2 from GoPro, and video quality dropped significantly. I have to agree, honestly. That's what I was saying. I think GoPro quality is just better, especially if you know what settings to use. That's also key. Got to bump down the contrast and the sharpness and a bunch of other things to get the most out of the GoPro. But when you do, it's so much better, in my opinion. So Noah says, hey man, so started watching a lot of videos on the channel. I go skiing with the fam every year, but this year's different. My mom took us to Utah, Salt Lake City, and it was literally beautiful. Awesome. We go to Colorado mostly, so it was amazing. Snow was amazing, and the view is just incredible. Right on. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you got to get out here and to Colorado. Colorado's awesome too. It gets a bad rap, but Colorado is pretty dope. It's just really spread out compared to here in Utah. We got a super chat, Robo. Thank you so much. What is your favorite brewery in SLCR? I guess you're just asking what's my favorite brewery. I like Moab. Moab Brewery is awesome, actually. Everything they've made, I really like. But Uinta is pretty good too. Man, Kitsch Brewing is really good. There's so many good breweries, surprisingly, in Utah, which a lot of people expect isn't going to have a lot of alcohol stuff. But yeah, probably Moab. Eric said, hey man, thanks for all the content. Just moved to Colorado from the Midwest to board, and your videos have helped inspired me a lot. Right on. Thank you, dude. Love to hear that. That's why I do what we do here, guys. Just try to spread the inspiration and get you guys as pumped as I am for riding. Brian Thompson was up at Snow Basin today. Real cold. Nice. Yeah, it was cold at the Bird as well. I imagine it was pretty cold everywhere today, but I think tomorrow is going to be even worse, guys. They're saying like single digits and below zero in some places. I think in the Cottonwoods it's going to be like below zero tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Kyle Chadwick. What's up, Kyle? Hey man, love your vids. Hope your leg's doing well. Thanks for asking. Yes, my leg is doing much better. If you guys saw that last video, took a nasty tomahawk and like first tumble, my hip and thigh smashed into a rock pretty hard. Had a nasty bruise, but I am doing much better. Thank you. And in fact, it feels back to normal now. So that's good. Benjamin, hello. What's up, Benjamin? Merry Christmas. I'm doing some skiing in Wisconsin. Cool. Kyle, gonna head up to the Cottonwoods early tomorrow, trying to decide on riding the Orca or the Korua Pencil. Nice. I don't know much about the Korua Pencil. Sounds like a cool board. And we all know the Orca is supposed to be pretty legit. Haven't actually gotten on the Orca myself. I know a few people who have them. But yeah, I need to get on that board. Hot Pocket Helpline. Hey, like your channel? Thank you. I like Hot Pockets also. It's been a long time since I had one, but right on. Was raised in the Park City area. Haven't been back in a long time, and it's cool seeing your vids of some of my old stomping grounds. Sick. That's awesome. Love it. Ethan Klein. What editing program do you use, and how did you learn to edit? Your videos always come out super crisp. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I use Adobe Premiere, and I went to college for video and animation, and I learned actually on Final Cut Pro with Apple, but I self-taught Adobe Premiere online. I started working for a job back east that used all PCs, So I kind of had to learn how to use Adobe. And I just followed a bunch of online tutorials and taught myself how to use Premiere. And having like the foundation with Final Cut helped a lot. But I love Adobe Premiere now, actually. Final Cut's good too, but I like Adobe because you got everything else like Photoshop and Illustrator and all kinds of good stuff with Adobe. Hot Pocket, that polygamy porter is some good stuff. It is. I agree. That's a good porter. If you don't know. Stephen Preston, random question, but if you could only ride one lift in Utah for the rest of your life, ooh, that's a good one. Other than the tram at the Bird, what would it be? Man, that is a really good question. Only one lift the rest of my life. Man, that is tough. If it wasn't so slow, I'd say Paradise at Pow Pow. It's very slow though. Paradise chair, the lines you can get off of it are just phenomenal, but it takes forever to get up to the top of it. So I kind of want to say that one, but that might be kind of grueling. If they upgraded that chair, maybe. If they didn't upgrade it, I don't know, Millie at Brighton, or maybe Peruvian at the Bird, because Peruvian's just always fun, especially when everything's open. So many good side hits. I know it's not really a great answer, but that's the best I got. Tom Berger, that was a good question, by the way. Tom Berger, staying in SLC for a couple of days before doing a week at the Bird, restaurant and place someone has to hit while there. My favorite restaurant is the Cliff Dining Pub, not to be confused with the Cliff at Snowboard, but down in Draper. It's like right at the border of Draper and Sandy. There's a good restaurant called the Cliff Dining Pub. I like that a lot. Lone Star tacos are awesome. They're in Cottonwood Heights. I would say hit those two. Lone Star, if you want cheap eats, it's really cheap. What else we got here? Samantha Bowers, nice. The woman behind the scenes at Lunar. Hey, Dan, thanks for the shout outs. Yeah, she is the unsung hero of Lunar Snowboards, guys. Samantha, she's awesome. She does a lot of work behind the scenes, building the boards with Austin, helping run the website and social media. Sam is awesome. So major shout out to Sam. Thanks for tuning in. Travis McLaughlin, got my daughter Emery watching now. Can we get a shout out? Hey, what's up, Emery? Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy holidays. Absolutely. So the name of the resort was Park City in Salt Lake City. Have you been there? Also, very weird. All the black slopes were closed to employee shortages. Weird. Omicron or something. I think you're asking if I've ridden Park City. Yes, I have, and it was good. It was 2 seasons ago, so trying to go back again this year. And I guess you're saying all the black diamonds were closed. I think it might have just been due to conditions. It's taken a while for Park City to get enough snow to open everything. But I do know also they have employee shortages right now. My buddy Mike works over there in the canyon side as an instructor. And he said that they're in desperate need of people. By the way, I've just remembered somebody else said something about improving or going further with their Aussie level. And I don't think I addressed that earlier, but that's snowboard instructor, certified snowboard instructor. So if you do that, I'd say definitely try to get your freestyle and get your level 1 or level 2 if you don't already with Aussie. If you're teaching, you get better lessons, you get like more advanced lessons, and you get better income too. So that's pretty cool. Let's move on. We'll probably wrap this up in about 15 minutes, by the way, guys. So if you got anything else, throw it out there. We got another super chat. Sweet. Thank you so much, Carlos Enriquez. Been watching for a couple of years now. Thanks for the quality content. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for the love. Love it. Back up. Kyle says, if you have not checked out Korua boards, you're missing out. Okay. It's a German brand that's all about its experimental shapes. Nice. Sounds right up our alley. They have some of the best vids on YouTube. Just search Yearning for a Turning. All right. I definitely will do that. Thank you, bro. Jeremy Anderson, sup, board progression. What's up, man? I was in the vid with you and Casey Willax at Brighton a couple years ago and have been following ever since. Nice. Right on. Yeah, you guys asked about a collab with Casey. Did one last year, Pal Mount, and then I was in a video with him briefly. It was more of a cameo. Season before last, I think, at Brighton. But yeah, really cool. Chuck Van, what kind of PC do you use to edit on? I got a Dell XPS 9570 laptop that I'm talking to you guys on right now, actually. I got it 3 years ago when we first moved here, and it's been pretty solid. Although I will say now that I'm working with a lot more 4K footage and like 120 frames per second footage and 240 FPS, its days are probably numbered. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit sluggish in the editing bay, but I'm a fan of the Dell XPS. I was a Mac guy for a long time, but as I mentioned, I started working at a job before I moved out here that used PCs, so I got really comfortable with PCs. Now I basically can use both PCs and Macs. And at the time when I got the laptop, it was better to run Adobe Premiere on a PC than on Mac. And I love Adobe Premiere. I use Adobe Premiere. So next computer I might get in a year or so. I don't know if it's going to be another PC or if it will be Mac. It sounds like the new M1 chip is pretty dope on Macs. But the price of a PC is like half what you would get for the same guts of a Mac. The pricing is kind of whack on a Mac, but we all know that. Nick Givens, it is dumping in Park City right now, going early tomorrow. Right on, dude. Yeah, get out there early if you can. I can't, but definitely going to get out there as soon as we can tomorrow. Carlos Enriquez, let me know if you ever come out to Aspen/Snowmass. I can show you around. I definitely would love to do that. Thank you, man. I might make a trip in February to Colorado. We'll see. Steven, my boy, said that he's trying to hit up, I think, Sugar. So we'll see. Maybe. I would love to do that, but thank you. Brandon says, yeah, Sam is pretty cool. Definitely. Travis, hello, got my other daughter watching now. Can we get a shout out to Kendall? Last one. Sure. Yeah, Kendall. If you got any other kids, you can throw them on too. But what's up, Kendall? Happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching. And Kyle Chadwick with the $20 super chat. Dude, thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you, Kyle Chadwick. You're the man. Hiram Hall, would you suggest the Burton clip-on snowboard boots? I think you mean the step-ons. I haven't tried them myself. The biggest hang-up I have in theory is that I really like to crank down my bindings very tight on the top of my foot, and I like that feeling you get with straps on the top of your foot, like feeling like it's locked in. And I feel like you can't probably get that really with the Burton step-ons because they're anchored to the sides of your foot and like the back. I have heard that people who've used them like them though. So I don't have a great answer for you, but if I get the opportunity to try them, I will definitely try them and let you guys know. But there's tons of videos out there of people who've tried them and their thoughts on them. But personally, I would recommend straps. Anyway, Steven, no groomers and no lift lines or the way we have it now. Are you asking if I had to choose between no groomers and no lift lines. I'm not sure. Can you elaborate on that question a little bit more? What you mean? Tom Berger, another super chat. Thank you so much. Just a thank you for the content. You got me into Utah and can't go anywhere else now. Nice. Stop coming, guys. Stop coming. Utah sucks. Don't move here. No, I'm just kidding. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, we did. We had a nice Christmas here. Had a little bit of a Zoom chat with my mom and my brother that were apart from us, but it was actually pretty cool. And yeah, just got to spend some quality time with Celica. So thank you, Tom. It means a lot. Really appreciate it. Evan says, I've applied for Park City position. I should be able to get an Epic Pass for free. Nice. Yeah, I think when you work there, you get the Epic Pass for free, definitely. That's pretty dope. Olivia says, happy holidays. Thank you. Happy holidays, Olivia. And BYU fan, what's up? And says, hi, can I get a shout out? I've been watching your channel and I am a skier, but I agree snowboarder should be able to snowboard at Alta and Deer Valley. Thank you. You definitely have a shout out. Thanks, BYU fan. I wish more people who had the power to change things agreed with you about Alta and Deer Valley. Yeah, but it seems like the more rare those places are, the more they just want to hold on tightly to their exclusivity. Anyway, Tom Berger, we don't tell our friends or post when we're in Utah. Yeah. Nick, head out first week of February. I guess you mean you're coming here? Headed, yeah. He says headed out first week of February. Right on. Should be good. Steven says, yeah, sorry, Dan. Which would you choose? No groomers and no lift lines, or groomers with the lines that we currently have? I mean, if you're still getting on a lift, I would choose no groomers and no lift lines. Honestly, I mean, there's enough stuff off piste that's awesome. If there was no lift lines, I'd be okay with that. I mean, it probably wouldn't get bumpy if there were no lift lines either. It wouldn't get all mogulled out. So it probably wouldn't matter if we didn't have groomers. Yeah, if I haven't found out that you enjoy hypotheticals, that's cool. I like hypotheticals too. It gets you thinking. All right. Kyle says people like groomers. LOL. Yeah. Well, honestly, I've had a lot of fun on groomers lately. If you have the right board, they can be really fun. I mean, you can carve, you can go super fast sometimes, you can butter, which you can do it off groomers too, but it's a little bit harder. It's just different. But if I had to choose between no groomers and like PAL, probably gonna go PAL. All right, guys. Well, it's going to be about that time. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a awesome New Year. If you have any other questions, try to throw them in real quick in the next couple minutes. Kyle says, can I plug a video before you leave to introduce you to Cora Shape snowboards? Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling it might be this video that was mentioned earlier. BYU fan, I feel bad that you guys had to hike all the way up Alta. It's true. It's a rough life we boarders have at Alta, but it's worth it. And sometimes we can sneak through Armpit Gate into Alta from Snowboard side, so that's pretty dope. But then we get stuck at the bottom and have to walk back to the Brewery or take the bus. Jamie Lithgow, thanks for the videos you have made. I run an inn at Powder Mountain and send some of your footage to my prospective guests. Nice. Awesome, man. My family built Powder, and it's nice to see people enjoy it. Dude, thank you. That's amazing. Thanks to you and your family for building Powder. I love Powder. It's amazing. Right on. That's really cool. Alex, how are the avalanche conditions at the moment? Not very good, but there is a theory that after this storm, things might bond correctly and settle and be a little bit better. We'll just have to wait and see. But they're not great right now. There is some faceted snow underneath the new snowstorms that we're getting right now. Jared, wish I could have taken some lines with you at the Bird back in May. Just have to be next time. Yeah, too bad they closed early. Jamie, keep it up. Come stay at Columbine Inn sometime soon. Right on. I've seen you guys, I think, on Instagram. So that'd be dope, especially if you could hook us up at all. Maybe hook up the boys at the inn, so we could get up and get like first tracks at Pall Mall. That would be pretty awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna close it down now. Thanks so much to everybody that tuned in. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna try to do more of these live chats, probably one a week, like either Monday or Tuesday. Jamie says hooked, right on. And yeah, stay tuned for another video coming out towards the end of the week. I'm going to reveal some more of this lunar partnership that we got going on. Really stoked to show you guys some more of that. And yeah, we're going to be filming either tomorrow or Wednesday and try to crank out a video by the end of the week. So right on, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy New Year. Jared says Happy New Year to you and the family. Thanks so much. Happy New Year to all you guys. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, love you guys. Keep progressing. BYU fan says, are you planning to ever go to Nordic Valley? I might. It's lower on the list. Sorry, it's lower on the list. But I might. It's definitely on my radar. Kyle says, give your cat some loving. Well, we don't have a cat at the moment, but that might change. But thank you anyway, man. Anyway, yeah. Love you guys. Thanks so much. I'm going to shut it down. Keep progressing. Peace.